what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tazz, and I'm joined with the one and only
Tazz and Kelley D. Ew.
I promise you, I'm going to learn how to say this. Like, you can't be in my life all this time and I can't say that like you do. I don't know how I'm going to do it.
My baby would say, she'd be like, that's in radio.
I'm jealous because I can't do it. Man, you are, everybody, you are listening or watching another episode of the intro, or you're listening to us on the radio. Like I say, we are joined with the one and only Miss Kelley D from That's It Radio. So much going on, but so much hasn't changed since I last spoke with you. And that bothers me that I actually have to say so much has not changed and we're still in the same boat that we were a week ago. Literally 7 days ago, a lot of stuff is still going on from there.
They still haven't arrested Breonna Taylor's murderers yet.
Yeah. Trump is still in office.
Oh, somebody. I want to say something so bad, but I can't. They're going to come looking for me if I say something.
You never know who looking and listening. But hey, the first, since we are trying to get structured around here, the first segment is called What's Going On? I bet you can sing that better than me. Go on and sing it.
What's going on?
You so churchy. I even do all them at the end of it like that.
Do the what?
You wrong. You wrong. Oh, you wrong for that. That part. What's going on in your life? I hear from the text messages on my phone that you got something to talk about. Let's go.
Why are you so messy?
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing is I want to be petty, but then I want to be petty.
Okay.
It's amazing to me how when people leave, now all of a sudden everything is pew, 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 blowing up and taking off, but you're still local.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, let me not be that petty. I don't want to be that petty. Let me stop.
Well, I can. So, yeah, it's amazing.
Don't say no names.
Oh, never that. I gotta stop kicking this light out. Shout out to Ring Light. I love Ring Light. They are a blessing.
Shout out to Ring Light.
Shout out. It's amazing. I think that some people's definition of stardom is different than what go ahead.
Like I said, I do everything on purpose.
Yes.
And I get that you want to make it, that you want to be this and you want to be that.
Mm-hmm.
Look how long it took Tamla Man. Let me use her for example. She started with the family. When I first met her and Uncle David, I was 13. I'll be 43 this year.
Dang.
And it took her this long to get to where she is. After singing with the family, being featured, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And I get, you've been on your grind, you've been on your hustle, you've been this, you've been that. I've been singing since I was 8.
Yeah.
So I'm not new to none of this that's going on. I've been on the stellar stages, Dove, Lady of Soul, Soul Train, all that. And all that. And it takes time. And people just want to pew. Stardom doesn't happen overnight. You have to pay your dues, and sometimes dues take years. But I'll say this, I wish everybody the best, because at the end of the day, KK is going to be all right.
You know, I think that a lot of people get into this, regardless of even if you've been in this for like 5 minutes or 5 years. I think because they believe the hype that everybody puts them. They build you up to believe that you are something that.
Yeah, the people, you get gassed up real quick, good, and I'll be like, no.
Yeah.
No. Don't let people gas you up, because at the end of the day, when you're not hidden and when you're not on it, are they still gonna be there? It's my question.
This is true. That's why, like, I can't wait because so you've been singing for how long now?
Since I was 8.
So
Professionally, since I was 13.
so I believe that this next single that you about to put out that you're not telling nobody about, that you probably not even working on, but you gonna work on it anyway. That might be the single that you need to do to go on and catapult you and make that happen. Fix your mouth.
I actually just told Bay the other day I want to do a Black girl anthem.
I need you to do that.
There we go. I want to do a Black girl anthem.
Okay.
I haven't planted it yet, but I've planted it. I put it out there, but I do want to do a Black girl anthem. I don't know about doing no EP. I be trying to retire. People won't let me retire.
You can't retire.
I be trying to retire. I feel like it's sort of a competition going on,
Okay.
and I'm too old to compete.
I feel you.
I'm too old for that. No, I'm not gonna feel some type of way. At first I did. I'm gonna lie. At first I did. I was like, had you waited, had this.
Yeah.
We was gonna do this, but it's like a new toy. When a kid sees a new toy or when something they haven't had before, they want it right then. Give it to me. I want it.
Yeah.
And to me, if I give it to you to stop, what you jinx my camera.
Mm-mm.
Maybe I'm doing too much moving. Straighten up. Straighten up. There we go. If I give it to you too soon, you're going to break it.
Yeah.
You're not going to know what to do with it. You're not going to take care of it the way that it needs to be taken care of. But like I said, at the end of the day, I wish everybody the best.
I believe that that's how God works with us. God is like, yes, you're good enough for it, but not yet. Because if I give you the single that puts you on number 1 within the top 10 on the billboards, and you get this money, you get the notoriety, and you get the fame, you're not gonna know how to deal with it, and you'll get lost in the sauce.
It's gonna be too much for you. People turn to alcohol, turn to drugs.
Yeah. Good thing I don't do drugs, but I drinks. However.
You got some wine in the refrigerator, some wine, some Crown Apple, a little vodka. Yeah, that's it.
I have some pink Moscato. In general, I have a problem with the fact that we are held to a standard that the government tells us you can only have 10 people, but your president can hold something and have 3,000.
Because he's an idiot. And if your mama listening, she's an idiot.
I really have a problem with that. What I did realize, and I've learned because I was sitting down talking to my auntie, is where people, if people understood what the president was doing before you go into an event right now, he makes you sign a waiver that says if you get sick, you will not sue me, or you cannot sue me.
Wait a minute, who said that?
It's been on the news. Like you literally have to sign a waiver that say if you get sick, you cannot sue the president. So if it not, of course, he may say it's fake news and it's not happening, but if in case that is true, if you're going somewhere where you have to sign a paper and say, I understand that there's a possibility that I can die, but I'm cool with it.
First of all, if you get to a point where you got to sue the president, so you're going to see me do this a lot.
You just want to show them eyelashes.
That mean my right hair hurt. So, first of all, dummies, Corona people is killing people every day. Lexi thought she had it yesterday. She called me from work. She's like, Mama, I can't breathe. But she's an asthmatic. She called me. She's like, I can't breathe. I said, food, ER now.
Yeah.
Her doctor's on speed dial because she has a lung specialist and her PCP knows her. She's a chronic asthmatic. Anything will flare up.
Right.
She went and actually Snapchatted the how they do it. I guess I'm moving too much. How they
it's gonna zone back out on you.
How they do the test, and it's treacherous. It's like they hold your head back and just shove that thing up your nose and pull it out. She said she must have cussed that lady so hard. I said, Lexi, she's had this test done 7 times already. Every time she has a flare up, they make her take the test.
Oh wow.
every time she has a flare up because, like I said, when Alexis was 6 weeks premature,
Yeah.
and only the right side of her lungs were fully formed. So the
Okay.
left side, she struggles. This, this
Wow.
from crying. So any little thing can flare her up. So she said, "Mama, I don't have it. I ain't got it." They said I might have pneumonia. I said, "Fool, go back."
Yeah.
I said, "No, go back." Because
It's a lot.
I say this on the radio. Stay home.
Yes.
If I don't have to go nowhere,
Yeah.
I'd rather be at home, walk around in my drawers.
That's why I'm not standing up. I'm just saying.
Now, after Thursday, I have to change that.
Yes, you do.
Or after Wednesday. But we're so secluded in our own spaces in my own area.
In your own area.
Ew. They don't see me walking there with my cleaning supplies.
But you know what? You just reminded me of something. I really wanted to do like pre-taping earlier this week. I have a problem with individuals in the music business right now who are singing, doing performances, or playing or doing something for free on stages where other people are touching microphones that are not clean or don't even know that they are asymptomatic individuals, and then you come up sick with corona.
We have our own mics here.
Like I made a post on Facebook. I was like, is your life worth a mic? Because if you're just out now singing and you're doing like I understand everybody want to be a part of the motivation to get better, get well type situation. But if you're doing shows and you're number one, you're not getting paid for it. Number two, you don't know how clean the place is. Because while you're there, you're going to the bathroom.
Yep.
You're gonna
niggas don't wash their hands
at all. So you put yourself in a situation to where if even one person contracts COVID, it automatically shuts down the entire building and everybody in it for the next 2 weeks. And then possibly you getting sick also. I don't understand it, and I don't have a problem with not being on anybody's stage right now. Even if like I do church right now, only on Sundays, you'll see me singing on the microphone, playing the keyboard with a mask on. I don't care if you can understand what I'm saying. God cares.
I don't care. You better ask God what I said. I don't care.
You need a translator. True. Let your discernment kick in and just raise your hands and say hallelujah.
Let me tell you something. That Polo the Vibe wears that mask, so the letters is peeling off of it.
I saw the mask that I designed for him. I was like, oh, he wearing my stuff. That's
he wearing it, so it's. I'm like, babe, that's a new mask. He talking about, am I not supposed to wear it? I'm like, dang, you're not supposed to wear it till it fall apart. But okay.
Hey, it is what it is.
He wearing the hell out of it.
I love it.
He better.
And I wish other individuals, and what I'm coming to find out is not the fact that they're not just wearing it at these events. They're not wearing them, period. Do you not understand that your body, if your body is what's making you money, why not do what you have to take care of it? Because this ain't going nowhere no time soon. We're going to be doing masks at least until December from the looks of it. I am one that I've lost a lot of individuals or a lot of things in my life because I took advice from people who in their mind probably really meant me good. Mm-hmm. But the advice that they gave me really effed up my life. Like I can remember my dopest relationship ever. We still to this day don't know how we met. I was leaving the club one night. Literally, I was leaving. I'm in Pearl. Let me talk about it. That's how long ago that was.
Wait.
And my phone rings, and this guy's on the other end, and we talking, and I was like, "How did you get my number?" He was like, "You called me." I was like, "Nigga, I don't even know you." But when I tell you, from that night, almost every single day for 3 years, every single day we were around each other. Still don't know how we met. But, I took everybody's advice that was like, oh, no, you don't need to do this. This is not whatever. I let it, take over, and I let him go. I regret that shit too.
Well, it's like had I listened to what people were saying when me and Rashad first started talking. It's like, don't talk to him. He do this and he this and he that. I don't want it. I don't like for people to come. Don't tell me nothing about nobody.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, your situation with them it's not that's we two different people. So your situation with them will be completely different from my situation with them. So let me figure out on my own. Let me see for my own. I've taken some advice and I'll be like,
Yeah.
when I find this fool, I'm gonna beat their job. I want to fight because I shouldn't have listened.
Yeah.
Like this. I don't take it. Don't take advice from single people.
And don't take advice from people who are in very unhappy relationships.
Don't I yeah. I don't take advice from people that don't have no money.
Yes. Especially about your way. Don't take advice from people who don't have money about your money.
Right. And
I've been there.
don't argue with a fool. My grandmama said, "Cause can't nobody tell the difference. So if you argue with a fool, won't nobody be able to tell which one is really the fool."
Yes. Do you think, even though it pans out to be the wrong advice, whenever they're telling you that, do you actually think they know that what they're saying is just not right,
No,
or they could
no.
actually
They
think they
think
have your
they
best
think
interest
they
at
they think
heart?
they trying to help. I posted something on Snap the other day about the holidays are hard for me because I don't have my mama, my grandmama gone. I don't have no mama, no grandmama, no godmama, no auntie, so nothing.
Yeah.
And I posted on Facebook that sometimes depression creeps in because of holidays. And like the end of that statement is if you can't sympathize, empathize. And I saw that, I posted that because I saw somebody else's snap and I was like, family fun, miss it. Family fun, sure do miss it. Uh, hashtag mama, hashtag granny, hashtag, hashtag RIP. And the response I got was, you not over that shit? Bitch, what?
Whoa.
You need to get over that, something like that.
Wow.
Oh, your mama still here.
And you probably don't even see her. Wow.
When I say that, said, ooh, that took me back to when
Yeah.
I was like, you have absolutely no clue. Let's wait till your mama dies, see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you don't have no relationship with her, then that's your problem. But me and my mama were best friends.
Yeah. Same way with me. Uh, I used to sing at a lot of funerals. Well, whatever. Sing at a lot of funerals for parents being gone, but it it didn't hit until I had to sing at my mom's.
I sung at my mama and my granny's.
I sung at my mom and my granny's, and it didn't hit me. It's like you go and you see other people experience it, but whenever you have to, it's like you on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You sitting on the front bench and you singing on the mic. That thing hits differently.
It's like people call me now when their mamas pass away.
Yeah.
Can you come sing at my mama's funeral? What?
I have laryngitis. Look at that.
And I'll be wanting to say no. I'll be like, oh, this is so. Because Tip the singer, one of my artists, her mom passed, and she was like, Kelly, I really need your help. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
God. And to actually watch her, she broke down so bad. I was like, okay, you're doing this for a reason.
Yeah.
You were built for this because. But for somebody to, I guess that was their advice. Get over it. If you get over this ass whooping
that you about to get in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, and some advice you just when people be trying to tell me stuff, I be like,
yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tazz, and you're tuned in live to Spotlight Radio, or you're watching via the Intro Dallas. I'm joined with the one and the only Mr. Deonis Cook. What's up, man?
What's up, good people? How you doing, bruh?
Man, so I'm gonna tell you how I found out about you. The day that your EP came out, Kelly posted the picture of the EP, and she was like, "This is some fire music." And I trust everything Kelly say. Shouts out to Kelley D from That's It Radio, also business partner. and I went and I clicked on this. I clicked on your CD, bro.
Mhm.
You're fire.
Thank you. Thank
Like
you.
I love
Thank you very much.
everything about this particular project. How long have you been doing music?
Man, I've actually been in music for 25 plus years.
Wow.
I think I'm about to. I think I'm about to tell my age here. Um, so I was first signed to RCA Records through a distribute or through a deal through a local label here in Dallas at the age of I think I was either 12 or 13,
Oh wow.
and that didn't materialize into something because they lost the deal. So during that time, I kind of got mesmerized by producing,
Yeah.
watching people create music. So um, that's how I kind of got my start in like creating music and stuff like that, as far as music and stuff like that. But that turned into years later becoming a part of God's Property. Everybody knows who GP is in Dallas, all
Yes.
over the world. And then like from there, it just woo bees.
Hey.
From there, it just took off and became something that I love to do. So yeah, good 25 plus years, man.
So
Music journey has been great.
being introduced to the industry at such a young age, like what's one things that you learned back then that you still use in your career right now?
Uh, Contracts.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's
Contract.
talk about that because you have a lot of young people that feel like they the next big thing and they jump at the first big thing. How
Yeah.
important are contracts?
Contracts are very important because it protects you as an artist and it protects your interests, especially if people want to take your artistry and distribute it. They put out a contract and you don't know what's in the contract. There
Hmm.
could be like little clauses that say, "Sure, we'll distribute your music, but you got to give us 80%." And if you don't know the lingo, you'll
Yeah.
end up signing that contract, giving away 80% of your catalog. And that's how you make money, through the publishing, through the
Right.
writing, and everything like that. But, I've had my own experiences with contracts, and, a lot of them have been slave contracts,
Yeah. Yeah.
and, it's always good to know what you're signing. Today, a lot of artists sign 360 deals. Those are deals where, you know, you get distribution, you get all of those things, but you have to pay this certain amount of money back in order to keep the contract.
Yeah.
And if you don't, they let you go. You know, but I would definitely say contract, knowing your business, knowing what to sign, what not to sign, knowing, what to give up, your percentages, all of that. That is the most important thing when dealing with music.
Yeah.
Everybody, anybody can be talented.
Mm.
Anybody can sing. If your business is whack, yeah, you'll
Everything.
just be another talented, unheard singer that's being taken.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Um, I really want to ask the before questions, but I have to talk about my favorite song on this project.
Go for it.
I bumped this is like the best. Like I love this song, and I even sing it to myself in my head. I think I sing it so much I sing it in my sleep. I love "Let Me Know."
That seems to be like everybody's favorite.
I love "Let Me Know," man. Like you put me in the mood of what's the dude? I was talking to Kelly about him. The dude, he's out of New Orleans, new dude, Lucky Day.
Lucky Day. Yeah, yeah,
That song
yeah,
puts me in the Lucky Day mood, but that is like my favorite song on the project, bro.
yeah. What's actually funny about that? Like, I sat down at the keyboard and like I had heard Lucky Day's song,
Uh huh.
but that patch, it was something about that patch that was just mesmerizing. Like how it began, like that, just that brass muted patch
Yes.
with a low attack. Um, and just one day I was in the studio, I was just like, yo, let me see what I can create. And I came up on a patch that sounded something like that. So I tweaked it
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and was just like, oh, that's dope. And so started playing like little chords and melodies and stuff like that. And it turned into that. What's funny about Let Me Know, I gave the track to somebody from here, from Dallas. His name is Cedric Jackson,
Okay.
who now lives in LA. He's the brother of Whitney Jackson, who's a background vocalist here in Dallas as well. And I gave it to him, and he wrote to it. And he told me he was going to let me hear it, but he never let me hear the song. So it was just like, oh, well, maybe he can do anything to it.
Yeah.
So, like, one day I just pulled the track up because I couldn't write to it at the time I did it. So I was just like,
Right.
give it to Cedric. So I pulled the track up, and then, like, yo, I think I want to put this on my album.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wrote to it, and there it is. Let Me Know. And, you know, I think that song pretty much displays a lot of growth as far as, you know, from my previous album, as far as like creativity, as far as vocal arrangement, as far as production, musical production. Nobody knows that there's no drums in that song. You know, it's a bass line that has a hit on, like has a kick on it.
And it makes it feel like there's something extra.
Yeah. And there's absolutely no drums in that track. So, you know, I will say like that song was inspired by that Lucky Day feel, but I wanted to display Deonis, you know,
you definitely
over that.
To be honest, your voice is
Yeah.
smooth and silky on every single song on this project, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Where did you get? Wait, we talked about your first start. Who are the first 3 artists that come to mind that you haven't worked with that you would like to?
That I haven't worked with. That's a good question. I know, and this can't happen because our dear brother has passed away. Prince would have been on the list. Yes. He probably would have out-music me and probably would have been like, yo, that's whack. Like, yo, I don't like those chords.
Yeah, okay.
That's what but I would have liked to have given a good college try with Prince. Okay. I would say I think I've worked with Layla on the Kirk Franklin album. I arranged that song, the acapella joint "Win" on Kirk Franklin's album.
Okay.
But I think directly, I would love to work with Layla Hathaway as well. Production-wise, vocal production as well. And then I would definitely say Stokely.
Stokely is ridiculous.
Bruh. Stokely is like the dude that I idolized growing up. Like, you know, his runs are crisp, they're clear, they're precise, they're accurate, and like he's a musician's musician. Yeah. So that's like everything that I strive to be, like that embodiment of just musicality and just vocal ability, like that. Those are like my top 3 people that I would love to work with. I hope y'all didn't think I was going to say somebody like Young Jeezy or somebody like that.
I want to work with Young Thug and Lil Wayne and Baby. Yeah. That's fun.
Let me work with Lil Flip. Yeah, that's one of my guys.
How far or how deep does your musical background go? Is your family musically inclined? Is this something that God just threw down at you? How does this come about?
Yeah, my like both sides of my family. My dad used to play in a band. He used to play keys and vocals in a band back when he was a teenager. My mom and her all of her siblings can sing.
Oh wow!
So including my mom. So I can definitely say it's something that's handed down through the family. Growing up, I used to watch my mom do demos, send them off to record companies, and you know, my mom is a beast, bro. She's she's amazing on vocals.
Wow.
And you know, it was something that was handed down. And I mean, how could it not be?
Yeah.
Being around all of that music. So yeah,
You
I definitely have a
know the ins and outs of everything music industry.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I feel like there's things that you learn every day. I do know a bit, but there's things that I'm still learning and coming into the knowledge of. You know, I feel like when you're in this industry, if you're not learning, then you're not growing at all.
True.
So there's something new that you can learn every day.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing about it is you have to put your mind to it. You have to put your effort towards it. And, you know, at the end of the day, the industry is always changing. You have to stay up on what's going on. Like, nobody knew that music was going to go digital the way that it did. It started with Napster.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah. It started with Napster. Like, you know, then CDs became irrelevant, and then everything shifted to virtual. Before CDs, it was tapes. Before tapes, it was records. Before during the period of records and tapes, it was 8-track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 8-inch reels, 25-inch reels. Like, you know, music is always changing, but it's up to the person who's interested in that to stay abreast of what's going on in it. So if you're not learning something every day, then you need to readjust. You need to do something else.
Speaking of, and then we'll get into the EP Fresh. What have you learned about yourself during this whole pandemic that you didn't know before?
I learned that my creativity is still very potent. Like I said, the last album I dropped was in 2011, and it was called The Break. That's on iTunes. Anybody want to go to iTunes or go anywhere? It's in any digital distributor. I learned that my creativity is still potent. Like, I didn't, for a long time, between 2011 and up until now, I didn't do a lot of music that I felt like was me. You know, I was putting out things to say, yo, I can do that whack stuff that y'all doing now.
Yeah.
Like, that's no problem. But it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I was conforming to what the sound was.
Yes.
I was conforming to, you know, the trap music, the you know, the repetitive hi-hats and all of that type of thing. But that was more of a, see, I can do you.
Yeah.
It's easy. But for me, it was more of like, I lost that creative energy because I was trying to conform.
Yeah.
And, you know, during that 9-year period, I was working with artists, singing backgrounds and, you know, traveling. I never really got the opportunity to just sit down and say, what does Deonis have to say to people?
Yeah.
Like, what does his artistry have to say to people?
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing I learned during this quarantine. It's like, yo, you have more in you, and you need to stay here, and don't let anybody ever tell you that you don't have any creativity, and don't ever measure your creativity by a bar of what people think. I'm not out here to please people. I'm out here to make great music.
Boy, you're talking to me
That's
right
in
now.
my heart. Hey, bro.
You preaching to the choir right now, because I'm sure I'm soaking this whole little part here. I ain't even worried about the audience. This is for me right here.
Absolutely. And the thing is, you never know what can happen. Like, you could be the next trend.
Yeah.
Your sound could be the next big thing. But I think what ends up happening is you get so focused on that, is you lose focus on, what are you really doing this for?
Yeah.
Are you doing this to please people,
to
show the industry that you're the bomb, or are you doing this because this is something you love to do and you want people to experience what you experience while creating this?
Yeah.
So, you know, that, like I said, that's the main thing I learned during this whole quarantine, that and wearing a mask.
I think that's one of the things that, for some reason, the folk And man,
bruh, bruh,
I'm still trying to understand why people don't want to wear a mask.
bruh. Listen, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
Especially with what they're saying, the second wave, the second wave from the first wave that never got over here in the DFW hitting again,
yeah,
and all the restrictions that we're probably about to go back under again, and they still don't want to do it.
yeah. And honestly, I don't even think it's just an us thing. I think that's an American thing. I think
Yeah.
Americans in general, we have this arrogance about us. Well, nothing can stop us. This is
Yes.
America, the land of the free, the hot, do whatever the hell I want to do. Like,
Yeah.
bruh, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, but you're going to die. Like,
While doing it.
while doing it. So, like my whole thing is, it's like, yeah, we're this and we're that, but you have people telling you this is not safe.
Yes.
This is what you should do, and this is how you should go about doing it. And if you don't want to listen to that, hey,
yeah,
it's a free country. And
regardless of what your dumb president say. The president gonna lead you in the ditch. That ditch. Everybody, once again, it's your boy Tazz, and I'm joined with the one and only Mr. Deonis. We are talking music. We're talking life. We're having fun, but right now I want to talk about this wonderful piece of work that you just put out, the EP Fresh. What's going on with it? What you want people to take from it? What's up?
Okay. So the idea of Fresh is a relationship that's based on sex.
Okay.
So pretty much it's a guy that meets a girl. The girl is kind of like pissed off at men because she's had so many bad experiences. So the dude is basically trying to tell her, well, I'm not like other dudes.
Okay.
He's not coming at it from a sexual aspect. It's more like, yo, you fine, your thighs is nice, you're banging, you're blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But I want to kind of get to know you. You know what I'm saying? And the girl is kind of like, oh, okay. She's kind of letting her defenses down until she realizes, I think I'm kind of attracted to this dude. I think I kind of want to go there. And you know how we do. We think sex is the ultimate sign.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm in love. Yo,
yeah.
Yo, this is a fresh new thing. This is a situation. She gave it to me. Like, I think I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, I think I can form a relationship based off of one night.
Yeah.
Nah, which is why I say Fresh is going to be a 2-part album. You got the fresh part, and then this guy starts experiencing things that he doesn't necessarily agree with or like from this person. Now you have the not so fresh part. So that's the debate for me, like whether to name the second part Fresh 2 or Not So Fresh, or you thought it was fresh, or you know,
something
but
totally contrary.
That's pretty much the idea of Fresh, the EP.
So for everybody who hears what your mindset was in doing this project, the average person, the next question is going to be, is this project about you? As he clears his throat, America.
Now I can't deny that some of the experiences have a lot to do with me, because I've been in those predicaments. And what artist wouldn't write about their experiences?
Yeah.
You know, it's the well that you draw from, and you know, it's a thing of being able to be honest, be open, and helping people. I feel like that's my job as a minstrel, is helping people through their drama or helping people through their situations, because I've been there. I know how that feels. So let me talk about it to help somebody else. Yeah. It's not just a church thing. You know, it's not just, you know, a testimony type thing that goes on in church. Nah, it's a life thing. I need something that's going to help me deal with life. And I feel like that's my purpose on earth, man. Like letting people know you can deal with something, or you can go through something, and this is the way to do it. This is how I did it. Yeah. Learn from my mistakes. Don't do it this way. There's so many avenues you can approach it from. But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, a lot of those songs have experiences that I dealt with. And, you know, I just want to be able to help somebody with those experiences.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
man, I promise, like, been listening to this project ever since the first day I contacted you, and I must say I'm highly, highly impressed with every bit of your work, man. How can our listeners or our viewers find out more information about you, man, and your music?
Well, right now I am on all social media platforms under I am Deonis, IAMDEONIS. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook by that hashtag, not hashtag, by that handle. I'm getting ready to relaunch IamDeonis.com so people be able to find information, find my music.
Okay.
Today it's starting to become about ownership and,
Yes.
you know, doing things on your own and, you know, putting things out for yourself, you know, and collecting 100% of those residuals.
Definitely.
So,
Definitely.
yeah, you can go to those places and find me. I'm on YouTube, Puma81, PUMAH 81. I'm all over the place, man. Just type in Deonis and you'll find me.
That sun is hitting you like right on the right side of your
God,
face.
the sun
You
is
got that
shining down
glow.
on me.
You
I
got
am
that glow.
infusing.
Everybody, it's your boy Tazz and the one and only Mr. Deonis. You are listening to Spotlight Radio, the Cheryl Underwood radio show, or you are watching the Intro Dallas live on TV, social media, or any other platform that you may be watching. We appreciate you guys for watching, and we want to keep you up to date with everything Deonis has going on. Is there anything else you would like to share, man, before we go?
Man, everybody stay safe, bruh. Like, we're living in strange times right now. And, you know, the best way to, you know, get through this is together. It's like, I've never experienced this type of atmosphere in my 30 some odd years of living.
Yeah.
And it's the only way we'll get through it is together, man. Keep your mask on. Y'all be careful out here in these streets. You know, it's crazy. Like everything that we're going through with Black Lives Matter, and you know, it's just a crazy time. We cannot progress unless we progress together. Right. So that's all I got.
Well, for everybody, once again, it's Deonis on Spotlight Radio or the Intro Dallas live on TV. Man, we appreciate you for everything.